now.
Right, so there we go. Everything is on. We are live to the nobodies because no one is watching. So, who wants to recap?
My time is showing.
Yeah, who wants to recap?
Let's see. Blake's bad recap of the week.
Yep.
We had a nice jaunt through the forest. We got damaged because we fell over. Made it to the new town. We had a wonder. And that was it.
Okay. Are you sure that's it?
Yeah?
Maybe the minotaurs you skinned? Maybe
Who?
the interactions in the town you had? Nothing like that?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Hello, Carl. Okay. Well, you start this campaign session with Kilnar and Ranger in a tavern. They spend the night resting happily and peacefully. You, Bargand and Terry, you both slept in the horse paddock up alongside the cart with Sprinkles, where you left her to be safe.
What I want to know is, did Sprinkles come and sleep near us, or did she sleep with the other horses?
Given the lack of horse-on-horse interaction that she's had over the past probably 2 weeks, yeah, she's more inclined to sleep with the horses at the minute and just be interactive and social.
Okay, are any of the horses she's interacting with and quote-unquote sleeping with male?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, Lord.
Is Sprinkles gonna get a boyfriend?
I'm hoping so. I so want Sprinkles to have a boyfriend.
But what are we gonna call Sprinkles' boyfriend?
I will decide that name. It will come to me the day that I meet him.
Just Mr. Sprinkles. Yeah, no, there's a good healthy mix of mare and stallion in this paddock, and yeah, there is a couple that she seems to be interacting with that are stallion.
Sprinkle's gonna have some babies. Oh, Sprinkle's gonna have some babies.
As this is happening, Ranger and Kilnar, you both... Go on.
Do you want me to roll a seduction roll for Sprinkles?
No. No, we're good. But Kilnar and Ranger, you both wake up in the tavern where you decided to sleep the night. Comfortable, happy. You are fed breakfast in the morning. Also, that is a good point. Terry and Bargand, can you make me Constitution saving throws?
Uh-oh.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
You say Constitution?
I did.
I can't see what that was.
There was a 20.
Right. Yeah.
But Terry, can you also make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, I was just getting it off.
Beautiful. Okay. Despite the ground being hard and unforgiving and disruption of sleep in this paddock, you managed to all both find sleep relatively well. You're not affected in any way, good or bad. But yeah, you all come to rise in your various states of slumber in your various parts of the town. What are you people doing?
Ranger would run to the room that she would have left the keys with the bartender to say if the other two come back.
Mm-hmm.
Run to see if they're in their rooms.
No. Terry and Bargand did not return at all, and they are not in the rooms that you purchased for them intending to use.
Plot twist, they abandoned you too.
We've eloped.
Trust me, she'll find you.
Track me, bitch, I'm a nature dude.
I'm a nature girl. Do you think I don't know this?
But you study nature, I am nature. Oh.
So, you realise that they're not in their rooms, and you kind of are concerned, worried, not bothered by the fact that they're not there.
A little worried, but to be honest, not really knowing them that much, I don't know if they have found somewhere else.
Yeah. As far as Kilnar, how was you thinking?
Worried, wondering where they've taken the horse to.
Okay. I do believe they did mention that they were going to specifically look for a place to put the horse to rest for the evening, considering the small barn attached to the back of the tavern was no longer workable. Tom? Shit. It started.
No!
Right, well, we'll move on. So yeah, Terry and Barg... Oh, there you go. You remember them saying, as they were leaving, that they were going to look for somewhere to get rest for Sprinkles that was a bit safer than just leaving her out on the street?
Yeah.
Okay. Bargand and Terry, you have the morning. These two are
What kind of
eating
time
breakfast.
did we wake up?
Given that you were outside, you probably woke up not long after sunrise. And given that it's late winter, early spring at this point, it's probably about 7, 8 o'clock.
Cool beans.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, I see you, Ben. But what you see is you see the farmer that led you guys and allowed you to put your horse safely away is currently feeding some of the other animals in different paddocks that he's got around the farm.
I will wave at him and be like, good morning. Good sir, we got to sleep in your field.
Yeah. But when you eventually catch his gaze and he looks, he gives you a nod and just goes, I hope you slept safe tonight, yeah? Are you doing alright?
Yeah. We're good. There was no creatures amiss.
Well, that's what we like to hear, given everything going on around here. So, what's your plan then, eh? You and your friend?
We're just passing through. We're off to somewhere else.
Do you need me to unhitch the gate to let you out? Or nah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He'll feed the animals he's currently feeding, then come over and start untying the rope to the paddock and allow you at some point to get the car to.
I will pack away our stuff back onto the car.
Yeah, so you start processing, packing away. Ranger, when you're in the tavern, you get approached by the young girl that you were speaking with yesterday. The one who was currently on the door.
Morning!
Morning. Father has asked that... do you people do jobs? Things like that?
A few, but we usually talk about it.
No, well... He needs just a little hand in the ale cellar.
Bedroom?
No. What it is, I don't know exactly, but one of the waiters has been saying that there's like vermin and things causing troubles in the cellar and was wondering if anyone would sort it. Dad asked me to come and speak to you and see if any of you people would be interested.
When I find the other two, I'll bring them right back to see if we can do it.
Okay.
Because we are off somewhere.
When you come back, just speak to Father and he can sort it out.
Will do.
And she kind of, a bit happier, smiles, gives a nod, and goes back and sits by the door. And you see her just watching people going by, the few people that are outside, just keeping an eye as, considering the tavern is opposite the marketplace, it's becoming mildly lively.
Kilnar, do you know where the other two went?
Last night they were on about going and finding a better place to put the horse, so they might have found a stable or a farm.
Okay. She'll then walk up to the bartender. Is there anywhere in town where someone could have put a horse safely?
I think the best bet would have been the farms in the south. Given ours is Fubar at the minute, it's probably one of the better places to go.
Okay, your daughter said about a job. I'll bring back the other guys and then we'll discuss it.
Alright, no, I appreciate it. It's nothing too hard, it'll take a few minutes. It's just one of the staff is over presumptuous. But for the sake of his peace of mind, it would be nice to have some people go and have a look.
Yep.
Brilliant. So yeah, if you're going to be looking for your friends, probably the best place to be the farms.
Okay, come on, Kilnar. There's some farms in the south we'll maybe find them in.
Right. So
Just begins to leave and
yeah,
go out with other things.
the pair of you pack yourselves up and begin the jaunt.
As she
south.
reaches the door, she remembers the keys and then runs back and slams them on the table and then runs back away.
Thank you, dear. So yeah, you've handed in the keys from your stay.
Yeah.
You both make your way down to the farms in the south, and you get there just as the cart is being packed up by Terry and Bargund from their sleep the night before. You can see that they're inside of a horse's paddock, and you can see that Sprinkles is currently happy and gallivanting with other horses.
Morning!
Hey. Oh, damn, you found her.
Oh look, our friends are here.
Do you really think we would?
Aren't you so excited, Tickle?
I am ecstatic. I'm so excited I'm going to swap my form, which I will currently upload in a moment.
Okay.
Gonna dig in that chest of pretty dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
You alright changing your token?
Yeah, I just need to.
So what do you change into?
I know, I'm just doing like a physical change.
Well, by all means, share with the group. Explain. What do
Oh,
you
please.
Hang on, I've got to sort my picture out.
Okay.
Because, where's my character sheet gone?
Is your towel swapping to the other side?
No.
Well, Siku.
I'll become one second. I feel like I need to be a bit more feminine with my lifestyle choices. So.
Okay.
Boop. Gonna dig in that chest and find the girliest dress I can find.
Well, you remember that when you met Rayleigh, he was currently in the process of transporting one of the ladies to Yorovlan, which had very fine, eloquent ball gowns and different dresses of very fanciness. Granted, given the state of how you found the clothing, yeah, not in the best condition, but still very nice and serviceable, even for common folk.
Ooh, they look really pretty.
Oh, for God's sake, Blake.
Has it uploaded?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, not for me.
Hang on, I'll delete it. Fuck's sake.
Perfect.
Oh, she was meant to have no background. Why did that not work? Oh well, it'll do.
No, you did not. You know that I'm
You
painting
did.
Peach, and you want to, like, run up in the game as that.
But no,
I think I know who dies next.
you...
I swear down, Blake. I swear down.
But you think about it for a moment, and you think a change in form might be apt for you. And given the myriad of clothing that you've collected over your time so far, you find out one of the nice puffed ball gowns and change your form into, if you want to describe.
To be fair, I'm basing it on the fact that it looks like the lady that died in the car tram crash.
Oh, so
Well-
you're mirroring it to be the lady that died in the car crash. Okay.
That's the one. The car. The words escaped me.
Yeah. So you're about 5'6". You've got shoulder length black wavy hair, fairly slender build.
Yeah. Some average assets.
There you go. But yeah. Bargained, you get the cart out of the paddock and reacquire Sprinkles. Is Ben back, or is he gone again?
Sprinkle!
Oh, there you go. So yeah, you spend a few moments.
Of course, I'll
attaching.
retrieve Sprinkles, and then what are we doing?
Did you guys sleep well?
Like the dead.
Sure, fine. And I walk past with Sprinkles and look Ranger up and down my leg. My horse.
I then lean into Fang and go, my fan. To mimic back.
And I just kind of go, I don't care about Fang. But she does.
Wow.
Hey, is it Terrietta now, maybe? I don't know what to call you.
How about Gary?
Bargain, you can
Just
talk
huge
to
amount
Terry.
of sarcasm.
Been Gary. He's already been Terry. He's already been everybody he's ever wanted to be apart from me.
I can't be big enough. I can't be big enough to be you, Bargain. Else I would.
Why not? I can change that to your size.
This isn't magical. This is just my muscles.
We'll just go over and just like push on his muscle and just go, heh, and then walk away.
As Terry breaks into song, this is who I am.
Okay. So, on that note, Ranger, you inform them of the potential request. Do you wish to divulge, or do you want to just say it is explained?
She explains.
Okay. Essentially, that one of the barmen is convinced there is vermin in the cellar, and while the barman is to entertain the idea, has basically just asked, will someone just go and have a nosy? He'll sort you
Why
out
do
for
you
the
need
trouble.
us, Ranger? You have a giant spider that can catch rats for you.
Well,
Yeah,
in Cross Redata we discussed if we'd take jobs, so I assumed this was the same kind of idea.
But also, why are we going to speak to the person that has Fang about being a rat when I can literally be a rat? You want me to pipe those motherfuckers out of there? I will.
That'd be cool.
Send me down there in rat form with nothing but a flute. I'll have them going.
I have a flute. Flute noses.
Did you just say flute noises as opposed to like actually attempting to make a sound?
Yes.
He did.
Is this one when people in text say lol but they're not really laughing?
Yes.
I'd like to believe he just put the flute up to his mouth and went, flute noises, and then put it back down.
That's exactly
He
what I
probably
did.
made one at home, whittled it down from a tree stump. Flute noises, just for effect, you know. Sells the performance.
Yeah. I could probably make you one out of paper, but that's about the extent of my motivation at the moment.
Don't you have the flute from Bernadette?
No, this is my flute. Flute noise.
Do you actually attempt to play the flute from Bernadette?
Flute
No.
noise too loud for most people to hear, but just so confusing to Ranger.
Okay. So what are you guys' plans then?
Is there anything you found in the town that was interesting?
all these burnt buildings that need rescuing.
Carry on.
We should investigate all these burnt buildings to see if there's any survivors.
Everyone's evacuated.
I was going to say, I will
The
point
lady
out
at the
the
tavern
fire
said-
happened a while ago.
Find the dead bodies, give them a proper burial.
Already done.
How do you know?
The girl at the tavern, she said that it was a while ago and they'd already buried all the people that were hurt.
Wait, you buried the people alive?
You know what I mean.
I'll twist it around and go, bury them!
I have a paper cut. Bury.
No, I'm fine, I promise. Bury them all!
Very.
Sorry, I got a bit carried away.
Back to the seriousness.
Yes, please. So, you have all been informed that Ranger has a lead on a job. Something has to do in between. From what she's explained, the barman doesn't think there's anything particularly wrong. In terms of other interesting points of note, Terry and Bargain, you found more information out about the farmhouse, as well as the burnt buildings in the area, which is the red circle on the map, as well as you went and investigated the church. That was the end of last session as well.
Bad
Yeah, I'm
church.
sorry, those thundering twat waffles owe us an explanation as to why they won't listen to the new teachings of Helm.
Yes.
Oh, you're not
I-
religious, are you?
How dare you not know who this form is? I am the High
We
Priestess
may
of
not be
Hell.
religious, but we're persuasive.
That's what Bernadette says. No one's actually religious, they're just really, really persuasive.
Yes. Like me. And my flute.
That you're going to give to a rat to go downstairs.
Yes, the scary, scary flute.
Can I try something quick, Dan?
Sure, what is it you want to try?
I stood here, can I use my mile radius I see all
Yeah.
creatures method? Because I just bargain blip. Being like giantkin.
If I remember right, it's Fey, Fiend, Undead, Celestial it picks up, isn't it? If you want to fling it up in the chat, I will have a quick look.
I mean, it just depends whether I'm a celestial giantkin.
You get a very faint ping of undead inside of him. Nothing
Mate, this
else.
pill don't work.
Is there anything within a mile?
Yeah. Quite a few.
Anything in the taverny area? Or the church? Two places I want to really like ping out.
Given you're not in your favourite terrain, so we're not going to use the homebrew specification. You are just.
I'm
aware-
in urban.
Yeah, but your
we
favourite
don't
terrain
anywhere.
was forest, remember?
I got to add a second one at I think it was at 6th level.
Okay.
So I added town.
You, at the minute, are picking up traces of undead ladled throughout the town, but it's very mismatched and you're unable to pinpoint exactly where, because as you're looking across you can just see points, like a radar system essentially, and yet you can see there are quite a few.
Okay, I'll just get that to myself. It's just like general thing of ping.
Yeah. You take the moment to concentrate. You will see as she kind of just goes a little quieter than you're typically used to from your local friendly ranger.
I'm gonna say our eyes glow like a minor tiny purple.
Yeah. And after
Oh,
a minute or so, if I'm assuming you use level 1 spell slot,
Yep, just marking it off.
after a minute then, the fade goes. She doesn't say or do anything.
So where are we
Gonna go
heading,
kick the
guys?
shit out of some clerics?
Woo! Ooh, haha. I think though first we should go to that tiny church with the very spooky graveyard.
Oh, you mean that voodoo death circle over there that the DM won't tell us about?
I think that's exactly where we should go. Because I think we can see it from where we are.
I would say we probably could.
You
raise
would
it today.
see you would see the very top of the building over there. Yeah, you haven't been over there to see what it is. You don't know what it is. You haven't asked. So although you guys can see the map,
graveyard from it.
no, it's just the way the hill. It's not hilly, but it's not completely flat, and you won't be able to see the gravestones, but you will be able to see about half of the building.
Let's go loot that random building because it's lonely.
The people that allowed us to stay here, can I go and knock on his door again?
He's currently feeding animals at the minute. Terry spoke to him while you was disconnected. He was the one who also untied the fence and allowed you guys to pull the cart out and stuff. So if you do want to go and
I
have...
just want to see if he's there. If not, I'm going to see if the door opens.
He's not in his home at the minute, but he's there. If you do you want to try the door?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So you walk around the side of the farmhouse, go up the steps and attempt the door. It's currently unlocked.
I'm going to stick my head in and I'm going to say...
As you open the door, you hear ching 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 as like a wind chime above the door hits the door. Well, the door hits it.
Hello?
Oh, you're back early, hon. Are you all finished?
Not just yet, and close the door as I, withdraw my...
Make a deception check. Given you have a very distinctive voice. Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, you shut the door and slink your head back out. You hear the wind chime, ching ching ching, as it comes to rest once more.
Terry, Gary, tickle something. Damsel in distress.
Well, yes!
It's Terry with an I. That's what it is. It's Terry with an I.
One, I really need to know a name to call you. And two, I may need to have a conversation to you. Girl, two, look up and down him and then go, thing, girly thing.
Bargain?
Really? That's the voice you're going with?
No, it's not at all. I cannot keep that up.
Yeah, he just starts that and then just gives up.
No, just
I was going to say, the way you said that sounded a bit Mary Sanderson, like, bargain!
that's just my calling tone for you. She called me a thing. Can we kill her?
Who called you a thing?
Ranger.
I look over towards Ranger.
Ranger stood
narrow
next to
my
Terry.
eyes.
You're all stood within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah,
You
there's
know, I
literally just the
slowly move my
dumbfounded
gaze
look
to
of
Terry.
confusion. Why?
Well, if anyone would actually even let me finish a sentence, you might find out why. So I turn my gaze towards Ranger. Narrow my eyes. Is this true, Ranger?
Well, yeah, because I don't know what it is. I've not seen any humanoids that do that kind of thing.
Your use of the idiom "it" implies that you don't think that it's humanoid.
It's because I don't know what it is. Like, I'm a You're a furbolg. He's a lizard folk or dragonborn. And I'm a I can't remember pronounce the name.
Satire.
But I don't know what it is because he just keeps changing to whatever he feels like.
They are them.
What are they? Like what's the race
Exactly.
called?
Give them an identity. They are themselves. I love Terry. I love Gary. I love every other crazy thing this person does. Because guess what? Because guess what?
What?
I can do it too. As I change down in shape to a much more humanoid shape and size.
Using disguise self.
Me racial one are.
Yeah, because that allows you to change up to 3 feet rather than 1, isn't it?
Yep, so I'll become... Would that be slightly shorter than Ranger?
Mm-hmm. Would be.
How high are you?
I'm about 7 foot.
Normally, but if you're shrinking down,
definitely
you
would.
have the range to go as low as 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're shorter than me at that point.
Yeah, so I kind of shrink down shorter than you and just kind of go, well, they can do the same.
Can I tell if, like, between magical and non-magical, between the two of them?
No, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
You wouldn't
Oh,
know.
is that what he's using? Okay. I'm sorry. Give Terry a cuddle.
Can I bite it?
Really?
Yes.
Make an unarmed attack.
How do I do an unarmed attack, sorry?
It's strength plus proficiency. And a d20. And it'll be against, obviously, Ranger's AC.
Do I get to add anything extra on because of my jack of all trades thingy?
No, because it's an attack roll, not a skill check.
That's right.
Yeah, that hits me.
Yeah, what's your strength modifier, Terry?
0.
You do 1 point of damage to Ranger as she embraces you, just kind of sink your teeth into the top of her shoulder. Just out of the blue.
Hugs don't make
She just
things
accepts
better.
it as like some weird thing he does. It does.
Okay.
Did she just call me it again?
No, she said
I
that
did.
to me.
Yeah.
You did?
In her own head. So unless you're using a certain spell, you can't do anything.
That's fine. As long as you didn't verbalise it, then that's fine.
So where are we heading off to? Well, I'll still need to talk with you later if that's okay.
Okay.
Fang will be there if that makes it any more, like, willing to.
Okay.
Okay, that's a deal cincher if I've ever heard of it.
Yes.
So, what are you guys actually doing? Because you've got a number of things you can do.
Wait, are we not punching Ranger in the face by now?
Well, Terry bit her.
Yeah, and then she did nothing. She just, like, looked at him slightly weird, like, okay, that was odd. And then continued the conversation.
You referred to her as it, and then
In my head.
we got you to they and them, now you're calling her him. How dare you?
Just Just continue.
Right.
So where are we going, guys? Are we going
I
back
think
to the
we-
tavern for the job?
There's that long building over yonder. I think we should go and investigate what that is. It looks
I'm saying,
suspicious.
we did say that we were going to go full Karen on them in the morning. We did assure the front guard that we were going to do this. And the small
Karen?
thing that I've just turned into is like almost a dwarf-sized human woman with that short bobbed haircut.
I was just presuming that we could see like a spire on this other thing. I thought we might be like the outer branch, so we could like work up.
We promised the Twitch viewers, Karen, do not bail
We're
on
going
me
to get
now.
to Karen. I was going to go to the smaller church and like find dirt on the main church, and then go
You were
Karen.
gonna what? Sorry. Oh, sorry, I
Go
think
to
I
the
cut out then.
I was going to go to the smaller church to find some dirt out on the main church, and then go full Karen.
No, we were gonna ask to talk to the manager anyway. You just told us that the manager wasn't there last session.
Okay, we'll go to the big church first.
Ranger rolls her eyes and goes, if we have to.
Right. So,
Funny, that's the same face I had when you met up with us.
so, making your way to the church, you can see that.
As we start to walk,
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Ranger get in front of me, and then I'll jump on for a piggyback.
I feel I need to make a strength check on that.
Roll a dex check, Terry, and then follow up with a strength check, Ranger.
Would having a climbing speed help?
Well, you said you were just running and jumping on. That's different to climbing. Plus,
Okay.
you're climbing a person. It's a bit different than climbing a thing.
So a dex check.
Yeah, person squishier than rocks.
Yeah, it
Climbing
is
should
true.
be easier.
Oh. Oh well.
Do I have to make one, or does he just face plant?
Oh no. You don't even notice what Terry tries to do. You just hear like you know when someone stumbles and it's like oh fuck. Didn't even
Yeah.
feel anything. Essentially, what happened out of your view is he's gone to jump and grab you, under jumped by about 2 feet, and kind of grabbed hold of the air and just landed on his feet.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Well, did you just trip?
I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
She just
yeah,
carries on walking.
Okay, so is that all you're doing on the way there? It's not a far trek. It's probably 5 minutes, if that. It's not a big
Can I
town.
use, as we're walking through town, can I use one of my bardic uses of detect thoughts just to kind of scope out like the town a bit?
Okay. If I remember right, you have to specifically target someone with that.
And
You can know how many thinking people are within a certain radius, I think.
Let me double check while I quickly scroll to detect thoughts.
hang on. Oh, there you go.
Ah, brilliant.
It's at the bottom bit.
Well, you certainly pick up a number of capable thinking creatures in your presence, given that the town is in the process of waking up and going through its daily routines, going to work and doing what jobs they can, selling goods.
Washing their dirty butt.
There you go.
Do
And
I notice any
considering,
kind of
go on.
do I notice any kind of suspicious kind of like surface thoughts?
No, it doesn't pick up the thoughts. It just picks up the amount of people within that range.
Hang on.
Yeah, it picks up how many thinking creatures are within the radius.
The only way you can specifically get thoughts is if you target a person, but then you're then limiting yourself to picking one thing. Or person, I should say.
Which you can do in and out throughout the duration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just away from my laptop for a sec.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So if you want to take time as you're walking to start moving the concentration to different creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing particularly stands out, I want to say. A lot of it is just common thoughts. One person's pissed off about how this stain in the dress from when she was cooking won't come out. Another person is hoping that they can earn a few extra coppers today to get a couple drinks later on in the night and things like that. But you do this throughout the whole process and you pick up about 30 or so individuals. You manage to have a little pry, don't find anything of particular pique interest, and you make your way to the church once more.
For like a town that size, does that seem like a kind of average kind of amount of people in it?
It's low, but given everything that's going on in the country at the minute, makes sense. Normally you would have expected like nearly 100.
On the way
Considering
there,
you're going to the main courtyard at the centre of the town.
also while we're there, just like a quick look around, like where the blips were, where they could be, just generally looking around to see if there's any undead just wandering the town.
You're casting it again?
No, just like looking around to see if they're physically there.
Oh,
like where they were
perception
roughly.
check, please. You have a look in the vague directions of where you believe the pings were. Physically, we're undead free. At least from what you've seen.
Were the pings similar to the ones that the ping that comes off Bargain? Like slightly weaker versions?
Bargains was much, much weaker, but the exact same type of ping, yeah.
Okay.
Think of it in the terms of a plant. What Bargain has is a seed, whereas some of the other pings you saw were blooms.
Ooh.
But you, Sprinkles, and the party, and the cart all make your way back to the main courtyard. Not the same guards, but similar people in garb are protecting the entrance of the church as you all approach.
Do we see the guards we saw last night?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Bargain, how do we want to do this? Because
You don't know how to do this? Sorry, you dropped Haze.
oh, I said, shall we pretend like last night didn't happen? We're completely new people. Who are our personas? Who are we?
I think we just walk straight up and have to speak to the man in charge. I mean, it was really super disrespectful last time what he did.
Right, so which one of us looks more realistically like a person in a position of religious power?
Which one of us is most a Karen?
I would argue it's Terry.
Should we roll for Karenish?
I would argue it's either Terry or Bargand.
Yeah, I think it's Bargain.
Because Kilnar, despite his physically dominating presence, does not look like a clergyman or any person of that type. Ranger is very clearly a naturist, whereas you two, it could be argued. So what's the plan?
So you say? Did you
Say
say
the most
it could be
intimidating of either of you.
It's either one of you two.
Okay. I will be Karina of the main branch of the Helm Church.
Sure.
I will
Can
give,
I make a religion?
I will give Blake in every assistance check that I can up until I'm dispelled from the place by saying, like, she can refer to me, and then I'll be like, "Ooh," in her ear, like her little assistant kind of deal, and I'll offer advantage and advice in every situation.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So I'm going as Corinthia.
Corinthia.
Yes. The Queen Karen.
Let's see how this show goes.
Yeah. Okay. You all approach the front doors. The two soldiers that are on the gate, on the door, give you a respectful nod, and you both pass through. No issue. When it comes to the cart, however, with the animal, they stop the cart and say, "We're sorry, but no animals or carts are allowed inside the church."
Excuse me? Do you not know who I am? Did my letter not precede me?
He looks you over for a second and goes, "No, I don't know who you are, but church..."
How dare you! I am Corinthia II from the main branch of the Helm Church. How dare you not know who I am?
Make a deception check.
At this point, I'm literally like running behind her, furiously like attempting to jot down every word. Like, ooh, yes, more.
Hang on, which one, sorry?
Deception.
Yeah.
Is my distraction enough to give advantage?
Yeah.
Hang on then.
This is what I'm trying. This is what I was saying when I was going in. I was like, "Yep, we'll just keep giving assistance. I'm just running behind."
Yeah.
So
But no. He kind of shakes his head a little bit and goes, "There is no such thing. But either way, no animals or carts allowed inside."
Did you just say there was no such thing as I and slap him?
Give assistance. Push the hand.
No. Make an attack roll against the guard.
Is he surprised?
No, he saw the hand coming from a mile.
$17?
Yeah, that hits. And you deal 1 point of damage. You slap him and goes, "Ma'am, you'll be warned once. You do not..."
You've been warned once already! This is my royal cart! Let us proceed into the church!
No, you will not go anywhere until this matter has been dealt with.
Well, fetch me somebody who's in authority to sort this out, because you're clearly not.
No, you have struck a guard of the temple, and you need to behave yourself with decorum.
Decorum? I've already told you who I am. I clearly outrank you and everybody here.
There is no such thing as a Corinthia of Helm. You
And what do
are
you know?
creating yourself to be a martyr.
You lowly guard, you know nothing.
You have but a moment to leave this place, or you shall be detained under the name of Helm himself.
May I just jump in a second? So, like, cities, towns, nations have guards and armies to protect themselves and to serve their people. So why would a church or religion need such a thing? Because they do not need protection from anything. They are thoughts.
This impostor of someone of our belief has not only acted herself inappropriate of that of Helm, which further shows that she is not, but she has laid a hand upon me, and I am remaining calm.
Oh, I was completely asking a different question. Why do you need an, guard an army around your temple? You're not like a nation or anything. Nothing can threaten your religious faith, can it?
That is none of your concern, girl.
Well, it sort of is. You're sort of being very threatening. And, like, standing closer to and go, and you're kind of tall.
He takes
slightly shorter than
takes a step forward and, like, puts himself in between the open doorway and the rest of you. Leave. You are not welcome in this chapel. And he says that looking at Terry.
I click at Fang to go round and to get in, like, via the roof. Like, the upper part and trying to sneak in.
Okay. Can you make a stealth check?
For me or Fang? Like, do you want me to do a sleight of hand so no one notices?
No. Okay. So yeah, Fang backs off a little bit and starts going round. But at the moment, he's arms folded, glaring at the group, telling you guys you need to leave now.
I've got to say, just some, like, evil little smile on my face that animals aren't allowed in that church. It's sort of like that evil little grin of, heh, yeah, right.
And none of you move him?
No, I'm not leaving.
Okay.
If you want to be gone, he can try and remove me himself.
Okay. Clicks his fingers and says to the other one, "Go and let the rest of them know that we have issue at the front chapel." And he kind of puts
However many more guards you get will not be enough.
Separate issue. What would happen if a creature were to enter your temple?
It will be dealt with appropriately.
No, I mean, like, religiously. Like, why are they not allowed in due to some sacred thing, and if it was, the building would be useless? Or does it just offend your god?
Again, girl, that is none of your concern.
She
Now,
just asked you a question, I would answer it.
And as he reaches out and grabs, like, the top of your arm and goes to try and turn you and lead you away from the front door.
As he grabs me, I whistle, and then just Fang starts wrecking the joint.
So yeah, can you first make a strength check versus his?
I feel he's gonna turn me.
Yeah. Very easily, he's able to kind of turn you, and your position in your feet just can't hold up to it. And as he's kind of got his left hand on your left bicep and right hand on the bottom of your back, pushing you away, you kind of whistle really quick, and Fang is given the command to do stuff.
It's the, like, sort of command of make a distraction, make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
as he's trying to lead Ranger away, I just grab him by the back of his clothing and pull him off.
Make a strength check. Yeah. You're able to pull him off, and like range is about 5 or 6 feet away from the top of the stairs and the door, and you kind of pull him back. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Do you really want to test me?
Right, what did you say he was wearing?
I never did.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing fine filigree over the top of his armour. It's cloth made out of like a deep satin purple.
So what's the... Can we see what the armour's made of? Is it like...
Perception check really
metal?
quick.
Oh, sorry, I need to turn that off.
You're really sure? Given that he's wearing a tabard over the top, it could be anything from a gambeson to full plate mail.
Take the stab.
But
I'm gone.
shit. But either way, as you make the threat, the guard pulls out the wooden truncheon that he's got beside. You are in our city, and you need to follow our rules. Take your hand off me, now.
Your city? I thought it was the people's city.
Since when do you own this city? Does the church own this city?
I am a guard of this city, and I've been guarded to guard this location.
Well, if you're guarding the city, why are you guarding here and not the entrance to the whole city?
And why do you know anything about the church? If you're a town person who's a guard?
Release your hand.
Oh, I'm not threatened by you.
Okay. Give me a second then, while I pull up an attack. As he goes to swing at you. I need to grab my monster manual. Yep, that'll do. So, as you are refusing to listen and clearly not following the orders, he takes a swing, aiming for your arm to break the contact. Of course he fucking does.
He missed.
Okay, of course he fucking does. A fucking course. Takes a swing. It's a wild miss, and just kind of almost loses the truncheon, but manages to keep hold of it. I think that's an apt time to go into initiative. Allow me to quickly make a new page so I can quickly draw the map, because obviously this was not planned.
You're really not expecting with us.
Yeah, no, I expected better of you guys.
Hey! We didn't start this.
You fucking did!
No.
We started this.
I wanted to talk to his manager and he was being very rude about it.
He was being rude to Tickle and everyone else. I just had enough.
How dare he speak to a religious figure in such a manner?
Fuck off.
I know.
Fuck off with that bullshit. That was never going to fucking work.
It works all the
He was a very
time.
good pattern, though.
It works all the time with the 26 as well.
Fuck off. Stop clicking it.
Guys, we're gonna have to burn him at the stake to prove a point. Are you okay with this?
Yeah. To prove your paranoia.
Crusade! Crusade! Crusade!
Okay. So. Ranger. Kilner. Bargained. And Teddy. Didn't mean to draw that. As I will then get the guard. That'll do. Okay. So as it stands, I'm not going to bother putting in all the different people, because there is a number of people who are watching all this go down and watching how you guys are acting. Can I have initiative? Is everyone else there? And they have a dex of that. We'll just wait for a second for Ranger, given Sam's internet went fucky.
Yeah, he's even disappeared off Discord.
How has he?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. I'll roll it for him. It's okay.
They won't care.
No. Probably will care when you roll a 13.
If you roll him anything good, he won't care.
No. But it is your turn first, Tom. As you are the first to act, as you've just had...
Yeah. He made a very big mistake.
Okay.
1, rage.
Okay.
2, hit him with my great axe.
With a 22 to hit, that will definitely hit. Okay. So that's 18 points. Yeah, so you just instantly kind of flip your shit and just go in and swing the great axe clean at him. It hits, and it hits hard. Is that all you're doing?
Now I'm doing it again.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Another 6 points. As it then goes to 25. Okay. So in 2 vicious swings, you swing the great axe in. First one connecting with the shoulder, and then the second one connecting with the arm as he releases. He screams in pain. Is that what you're doing?
I'm still keeping him in my hand.
Okay. He gets to his turn, pulls out a whistle, blows it, and a deafening rattle just echoes throughout the surrounding area as he then throws it into the small pouch on his waist, shrugs your arm off, and then drops the truncheon and goes for the sword that was on his side instead. And
Yeah.
he's going to disengage, and he's going to move to here, and he's going to stand and hold himself defensively, and he's going to wait. You hear the whistles echoing in other parts of the city. As after his, you hear like 2 more and another 3, as it's reverberating.
You back?
Hi.
Shit's
So
gone
what the hell
sideways.
happened?
They
Oh
started
yeah,
the
I could tell it could. I could tell it would, but okay.
Kilnar grabbed the guy, and when he was told to release, guards went to smack him with the truncheon, so then he took 2 swings of the great axe.
Oh,
Terry,
that
it's your
was going
turn.
well.
Yes, it did.
There is no need for this. Just let me in to see who's in charge, because clearly you're being very mismanaged.
I will point out at this point, the time for talk is over.
Yes.
How dare-
Terry, fight.
The problem is,
So I'm
given
gonna hit something.
Kilnar's actions, yeah, you guys seem to be a massive threat to this town.
Because he hit one guy. Wow. These guys have fragility, guys.
You gotta
I wonder why
remember,
they're getting all...
he blew a whistle, and that sound is being reverberated round multiple times.
You want to get rid of this threat before the next one comes?
Just to point out, guys, that me and Bargain aren't even our original selves, so we can just come back later.
Lucky soul.
They didn't let you come in the first time. What do you think they're going to let you in next time?
How do you say we go through this front door next time? Next time we're just gonna bend place down.
We could do that.
Yeah. Just for some fun.
Just before we leave, I can just do my fire breath into the building.
But it's your turn, Terry.
It didn't need to come to this, good sir. It really didn't.
But it did.
All I wanted to do was talk to your manager.
So what are you doing? Excuse me.
So for now, I will viciously mock him. The stupid town guard doesn't even know what the fucking church is.
Okay. So you're casting vicious mockery.
You don't. Do you even know what a Bible is?
He manages to resist it. Just as you let loose this string of insults and how it could have been dealt with better, but it seems to have no effect. Is that all?
Yeah.
Ranger.
How far is Fang in from this guy?
You can't see Fang in the minute.
Damn it. Hearing the whistles, I call Fang back to, like, try and jump this guy. Like, just literally just call him back towards me.
Okay.
And then I walk towards him slightly going, "We can solve this. I'm sure the violence of my friend was just... the area getting a bit too flustered. Let us sit down and talk." Trying to distract him until I can see Fang about to jump from behind.
Well, you see Fang on approach as he comes down from the ceiling. You can see a number of guards behind him coming between the combat, and they're going to be intercepting Fang beforehand, but he uses all his movement to move down and start approaching. He hasn't got there yet.
Okay, I'd like to hold my action to, like, tackle this guy to the ground.
You would have to be right up against him for that.
Can I use my movement to do that? Like,
Yeah.
move as close as possible?
Yeah. Okay. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Bargained.
Right, who in the hell is up in here? Is it just this one person that I'm looking at?
So let me move everything over a little bit. Yeah, for now.
Oh, that's fine then. But this is, currently, this person is the only person that I can see.
Yeah. You can see about 4 guards coming up the main part of the chapel here. And you hear the whistles echoing around the courtyard and the surrounding areas, but you don't clap eyes on anything just yet.
As I walk over, I just turn to Rangers and go, do we have a problem here?
Given that you just saw Kilnar take 2 swings of the great axe at the guard.
And then the multitude of whistles all over the town that have just erupted.
Yeah, I'm still just walking over and looking at Ranger and saying the exact same thing. Ranger,
Can I respond?
Mm-hmm. As long as it's quick.
Yeah, everything's fine as my eyes are darting into the building to try and indicate look inside.
You see inside the 5 or 6 guards streaming towards the entrance, followed by being chased. No, they're chasing Fang and coming to the front.
Can I just kind of pick this guy up?
It'd be a grapple check, but yeah, you can try.
Since I'm picking him up, do I have advantage with my carry capacity for being Giant King?
No, that's more or less the amount you can carry, but you still have to contest his strength in order to pick him up. So, unfortunately, nah. Okay, yeah.
Grapple.
Yeah, so you managed to cinch him into a grapple. You kind of hook under his right arm, which is kind of stuck over your shoulder, and grab him round the waist and kind of cinch the 2 hands together. Bargained?
Yes, sir.
Ben?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. So, yeah, you managed to successfully lock him into a grapple. What is it you're doing?
So, can I use the rest of my movement as difficult terrain to drag him at least 5 foot away?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I should have 10 foot.
You
Because I didn't use, like,
you were
5.
there. You went 5, 10, 15. Then 1 square would be 25, and then that's your limit.
Nowhere to drag him then?
No, you can, but you'd only be able to move 1 square with your movement that's left.
Yeah, that's fine. Just drag him my way. Kind of like upwards.
So, like, that.
Yeah. Oh, you move me as well. Yeah, like that.
Well, yeah, because you'd move as well. Okay.
No, I was trying to move myself, and then I appeared somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. Kilnar.
I'm gonna whack him with my great axe again.
Okay. Roll to hit. Yeah, that's another hit. Please roll damage. Okay. Yeah, that hits, and that sinks in and does more damage as you're laying into him while Bargund is currently holding him in a grapple. Is that all?
I hit him again.
Okay. That'll miss. No, wait, no, you've got advantage because of the grapple. No, yep, that'll hit. Okay. Still kicking this dude as you just lay in another sickening hit. Is that all you're doing? As once more, as you've got towards like the side and back of him, you just whack, and you just hear the metal reverberate as metal on metal, and you cut a large portion of the cloth away and dent this side, hit again in the same spot, and the metal starts to curve in and start damaging him.
I'm going to move next to Ranger, ready for the next lot of guards to appear.
Okay. Right. Allow me to just quickly obtain some tokens, because it is now their turn, as more and more people start to appear. You can see a number of people rushing up the centre. I will put Fang on the map. I do realise I just forgot. Sorry.
So, would they have been able to hear him talking earlier on?
They heard him blow the whistle.
No, but did they hear any sort of communication?
You don't know?
That's fine.
You got him, Terry. Be the ultimate Karen.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah. No more. It's not the end of them. Right. You see, as a... What are you doing there? You see as a small group come from around the side of the church. One of them seems to be a bit more decorated, flanked by two others that are all drawing short swords that you can see. And they can kind of see you in the midst of combat with their guard ally, and the commander starts giving orders for where people to go. And they have, that's not all their movement, but they've used some of it to get round. As they start moving round and just preparing, holding their swords in a defensive manner. They can see that Fang's approaching. These two are they're gonna run round. And this is going to stand there a moment. The guards are going to take swings at the insect on the floor. Please do tell if a 7 or a 16 will hit.
The 16 hits, just.
Yeah. 4 points of slashing damage as they both start taking swings and dealing with the large insect that is besieging them. The guard that is currently in your grapple bargain is going to attempt to break out. So can I have a contested strength check once more? Ben? You there?
Me? What? Who?
The guard is trying to break the grapple once more.
Okie dokie.
With a 17 on my
me,
end.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's in athletics.
Boy, you ain't going nowhere, motherfucker!
Yeah, no, you managed to just keep hold of the grapple, and despite that, he's decently strong, and he's trying to, but it's not working. The person
Can a chortle and go, little people be so fun when they wriggle.
There's a person that shouts from inside of the church, and you can see that it's a person wearing vestiges, slams a large quarterstaff on the floor and goes, "Enough!" Bargain, no, Kilnar, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Just so I'm aware, where are the doors?
Yeah, give me a sec. It's this, essentially. Is that okay?
Just so I can sort of tell.
Going with the left one. Yeah, no, you pass. You feel an influence start to come over your mind, and you're able to shake it off. Like an influence that was kind of telling you to stop.
I don't listen to anyone, so do you really think I'm going to listen to you?
You still hear far more whistles echoing around the town. Terry.
So can I kind of see that these guys from where I am?
Yeah, because you're stood on at the top of like some small steps. They're not very tall, and you can see there's the small group of 5 running round.
So I can kind of tell that this guy's a bit more important than the rest.
The guy in the centre, yeah, he's clearly more decorated.
Are the doors like only partially open, so they're like the block?
No. They're wide open. It's just I drew them there so you could see where the doors were.
That's fine. So okay.
I didn't have a map prepared because I wasn't expecting this, so I had to quickly draw one.
I can't help it if your guards are all laggy. It's not our fault.
Yeah, sure.
I was playing nice.
Okay.
No, that really was nice.
Fuck off, was it? What are you doing? It's your turn.
I would just say, like any other campaign, I would have just killed him. Full on, just killed him, carried on through. Okay, so I start like really like loud sobs. Like super loud, like wails.
Yeah.
And I run over and I'm like, thank God you're here! He went crazy and started attacking us. I think he's infected. Please help us.
Are you running into the church saying that?
To the doorway.
Oh, Terry!
Okay. Make a deception check. Make a deception check on the people that saw Kilnar attack the guard. That you're trying to make out the guard is insane.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And you said they didn't hear anything or see anything earlier.
No, they didn't hear anything. They fucking saw it, you daft shit.
Yeah, that's right. I thought Terry was saying I started attacking people.
No.
You gotta remember, one of the two guards on the door got sent inside because there was trouble.
Hang on.
Okay.
Damn, that's a high deception.
Yeah.
33?
I'm not gonna believe him.
Alright.
33 on the line?
You are extremely convincing at times, and you're able to pull off many different stories like you have in the past. However, given that they saw what happened, they didn't hear it, they saw it, the DC is incredibly high, even higher than what you rolled, and you are confident in knowing they don't buy what you're selling. Unfortunately, that's a fail.
Just on my own curiosity, what DC did you give that?
45.
Ooh.
The chances of you trying to convince... Bear in mind, one of the 5 guards that are there went inside because there was issues on the front door, and he saw the start of it and was watching the whole time. Then when the other guards were coming, it all kicked off, and they could all see it. I did say that they were approaching, they were watching, they were looking, but it was worth a try. But that is your
It
action,
was,
Terry.
but also, did you make an individual check for every single one of them at the moment of the perception of the statement? Because if you want to get technical about it and say, you know, it's a 45 DC, is that going to be a 45 DC for every single person?
Yeah,
or is it rounded
given
out between the lot?
the DC is determined based on what's happening, and what is happening is the DC is 45. Because I'm sorry, you cannot convince someone of something else any way easy when they are looking at it with their own eyes. You can't kick a dog and say Jacob down the road kicked the dog when they watched you kick it. Sorry, but that's not how it works here.
I'm sorry, but I convinced the guy this guy was made of
What
jelly.
I'm saying is, you're saying that it's a passable check that's basically impassable. Just say it's not possible.
It's always
Rather than say,
possible.
oh, it's a DC 45.
To be fair, it's actually an attainable number for Terry, so...
Beyond a wish spell, I don't think so. Plus 45?
Yeah.
20 plus 12.
He could hit 45 on the button. With everything maxed. But he didn't. So, Terry, please continue with the rest of your turn.
Okay, if that's how things are going to go down. I tried to be nice, but okay, we're going to kill everybody in the town, guys. That's fine. That's fine.
Aaron's on board now.
Karen is no longer interested in talking to the manager. She's going to burn down the shop.
Okay.
We're burning down the church once we've done that.
So, out of all of them, which one looked like he... Actually, did you say the main guy got like metal armour on? Or was it...
They're all... The ones inside the church and wearing vestiges over the top of their armour, it slightly displaces what armour they're wearing. You're not entirely sure without a check. The guys that are running around the side of the building seem to be wearing chainmail. And there's also the priest with the quarterstaff that's wearing what, as far as you can see, like just normal priest vestiges.
Okay.
So, you've used, what, 15 foot, 10, 15 foot of movement? You've used, I will give it you as your bonus action, I'll be kind. So what are you doing for your action?
I will cast invisibility.
Right. So you cast invisibility on yourself and your form vanishes.
Because I am a religious icon. You cannot comprehend all my greatness.
Right. Let's go with that, shall we? Okay.
You cannot handle the truth.
Are you using any more of your movement?
Yeah, 1 sec. 20.
Okay.
And that's it.
Ranger.
Is there a chandelier, like, roughly above the main guy, or the other guards?
Perception check really quick. Not that you can see, no. There are sconces on the walls, and there are large windows which let in a lot of natural light on the sides. In terms of chandeliers, from the quick glance you can have a look. No, doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do one shot at the main guy, like the more
The
decorated
captain
guy.
or the priest?
The priest. He just did magic stuff.
Okay, you attack the priest.
And then for my second action, it's going to tell Fang to disengage and literally get behind me.
Okay. Make an attack. Yep, natural 20 will hit, alright. for 11 points of damage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you just level the hand crossbow really quick and just let one of the bolts fly as it hits clean in the chest and just sticks into the clothing that he's wearing. The second attack misses.
Oh, of course, that was by accident. Look, accident, I've double clicked.
Oh, okay.
Because the second one was to tell Frank to disengage, because I have to do that.
That's your bonus action though, isn't it?
No, not until next level.
Well, if you used your action to call Fang, then you can't attack.
I have a second attack action, so I can.
No,
I can
no, no,
use
no,
that
no, no,
power.
no, no, no. When you use an attack action, you gain 2 attacks. You can't split it how you like that. You either call Fang or you attack.
I guess I'll still call him and they'll get attack of opportunity.
I mean,
on him,
he
but-
still acts autonomously, but it's all in necessarily the main defense of you. So that's what he would do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd call him to come behind me and shoot at the guy again.
Okay.
Double shoot at people. So yeah, that will miss.
So, yeah, no, the 12 will definitely miss, unfortunately, as he's able to use the quarterstaff and just tink, knock it. Is that the end of your turn?
I gotta say I can still command Fang to move, but there'll be the 2 attack of opportunities on him.
Yep,
Due
there
to
will
people
be.
being next to him.
They're certainly right. So he is moving regardlessly.
Yeah, because I've like, called him because
Guard
he's
number
being surrounded.
1, guard number 2, both of them I think miss.
Would he
Is that
attack on the way
Is
out?
that their
or not?
total?
Yeah, 10 and 8.
Yeah, they both miss.
Yeah, so unfortunately their attacks miss. And we then move to Bargand.
So, where currently is it? Tickle, what's going on with Tickle? Tickle's.
As far as you're
stealth
aware,
one,
Tickle has vanished from sight.
yeah? Okay, doke. So, who am I looking at inside here? Am I just seeing a bunch of
You've got the guard
cleric
here.
folk?
You've got a squadron of guards with what looks like a more decorated guard, and inside there are more guards. One is the one that got told to go and fetch the others, that there was trouble, and what looks to be like a priest himself.
I've literally got no idea what to do at this point.
Yeah, we're sort of up a creek without a paddle.
So, you have your turn. You're currently still grappled with the guard. Ben?
Yep. So we're
Yeah, it's your turn. You're still currently in a grapple.
well, it's my grapple though, isn't it? So I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
grab it.
Yeah, you can let it go. Is that what you're doing? That's a free action, so just let him go.
Okay then. So I will expend my movement to take him 5, 10, 15. Does that sound about fair for where he should be positioned?
Well, yeah, well,
Fair?
yeah, because that'd be your 30 feet of movement because it's classed as difficult
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah. I'm then going to bonus action, polymorph. I'll drag him over and drag. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, no. Where's he gone?
Have you just lost Bargand?
No. It won't let me highlight Mr. Tickles.
Octopus!
Put him there.
And now I've got to make him large.
Yeah. So I've just kind of just dragging people about now.
Yeah.
Are they intimidated? Are they scared?
They're a little off-put given the large aquatic creature that has just malformed in front of their eyes. But the captain
Good,
seems
because
to...
I still have an attack action. Who's looking the most scared? You tell me who.
It's really your pick of the bunch. You've got the wounded man that you've currently still got grappled, or any of the 5 that are on vector approach.
I guess I'll start with, should we roll, who, I don't know who looks the most vulnerable, but I'm just gonna whack, I'll just go north.
Okay.
Let's do here,
Make an attack.
for a hit, whack.
That's meant to be flat, so we'll take the left one, which is a miss.
That's fine. If nothing,
No.
then this is all of my turn,
Okay.
I believe.
Kelnar, you feel the magical influence come over you during your turn, and you're able to shrug it off, and you can tell that it came from the priest on the left. Okay, so you're attacking that boy. 25 will hit. Yep, that definitely does damage. Second one will miss, however. So yeah, you come in and he blocks high for the first strike, and you're able to swipe across the gut and leave a nasty gouge across. But then you go for an upward strike and strike down, but he manages to hold the blade at a good enough angle and parries it off. No damage the second time. What are you doing, laddie? Is that it?
I haven't got any more attacks left, have I?
No.
No, that's it. Actually, I'm in there.
Okay. God's turn. Who's like attacking their computer?
Tom.
Ah. The priest, realising that you're an affected Bargund, puts the hands together, raises the staff and concentrates for a moment, and then just multiple faintly white shields start whizzing around him in a 15-foot radius and giving him some form of protection as he then takes... Can you make for me, Kilnar, a wisdom saving throw? Okay. You take half the damage as the spectral shields that are floating around all suddenly turn on, like, facing you and hit you as if they're attempting to knock you back. You are dealt a total of 7 points of radiant damage. As the shields, after they've knocked you, go back into a circular format that's protecting him and the other guards in his stead. Stepping out, these guards are going to surround you and start the process of surrounding you, Ranger. So we've got 3 guards that are currently encircling Kilnar, and they're holding their swords up in a defensive position and will all go in for strikes. The 2 will kind of protect the sides of each other and then go straight ahead at you, Ranger. The 3 guards attacking Kilnar, 21, 21 and an 8 to hit. So 2 are going to hit.
Yeah.
For a grand total of 10 points of damage, which goes down to 5. So what it is, they kind of position themselves and wait for a moment and then simultaneously all go in and try to strike. You're able to block one of them, but the other 2 get clean strikes in. But because you're raging, you're able to negate some of that damage a bit naturally. Ranger, 2 attacks in on you with a natural 20 and an 11.
The 11 misses.
Yes. So, but the natural 20 will definitely hit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
13 points of damage. As, again, you're able to kind of back up slightly and with the help of Fang keep your feet. But the other one goes in for a lunge, whereas you was expecting a slash, and just gets a very deep gouge down your side as you just release, like, breath in pain instinctively. That hurt a lot. The guard captain that's coming up on the side blows the whistle again and starts shouting to the pedestrians, "Everyone, get out of here now!" As he starts turning towards the crowd and trying to get them to move on, and tells the guys, "Surround that thing and make sure it doesn't leave." As they all, given your size and your visual threat, all surrounding on you with 5 attacks coming in. Um, 20, 13, 17, 21, 17.
Is one at disadvantage because he's grappled?
No, he let it go to attack the other guy. And
Okay.
well, not only that, but the grapple was when he was in human form and he changed. What's the AC of a giant octopi, Ben? Is Ben gone again?
I don't know.
Ben is gone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Was you muted or something?
Earth returned.
Right. Did you hear any of what was going on?
Heard a bunch of people gangbang me.
Yeah, all 5 hits. I just checked your AC. Your AC is 11. The lowest was a 13. Here's the total damage
fine.
coming in, 24. As the one guard that you had grappled and the 4 that joined in just start, as best as they can, making sushi out of a bad situation. And as their turn draws to a close, like I said, the other captain blew another whistle, the same whistle, like similar to what you saw before, and he's instructing civilians to move out of the way, given the danger that's present.
Wait, how much damage did they deal?
24. I'd roll it all together.
6 then?
That was all the to hit rolls. Because they're d20s, whereas underneath was the damage. Because what it is, you just add 3 to each of the 5 d20s.
I got mighty confused.
No.
Chain. I was like,
that was to hit. 24 was the total damage because they do 1d6 plus 2 each. Times it by 5.
I'm good. I'm ready
For
to
now.
box some bitches up.
Terry, it's your turn. As you see these spectral shields just emanate from the priest and start buffeting Kilnar. You disappeared, Blake. No, he's still there. I think he's disconnected. Yeah, he's just gone. Why is it? Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back. What I was going to say. Every time I stream, it happens. It's stupid.
It's like before the stream, it was all fine.
Yeah. So
how much of this church have you got mapped out in your head?
The vast majority. Why?
Okay. I will.
I don't have space to do it on the actual map, obviously, but I can explain it as you go.
Okay. So what's about? Well, I will tumble first.
Well, just to quickly explain, you've got this large open temple-esque area. At the very back, there are two doors on the left and right that lead to somewhere, and a large double door in the centre at the back of the room as well. So there's 3 doors in total, 2 small on the end and 1 in the middle that's big.
Kind of how far back?
Probably another double of what's already drawn on the map in length. It's a very large temple. It's the central focal point of this town.
So I'd need to go about 60 feet to reach it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50. Yeah, 60 foot about. And you'd be able to reach the doors at the very back of the room. You could go to any 3 if you wanted as a pick.
I'll go to the middle door.
Okay.
And I will attempt to stealth through it.
You open the door, or at least you test the door. The door lifts with a heavy handle and just opens, and you can see a large set of stairs that go down.
I will go as far as I'm able.
Okay. You start making your way down the stairs, and the door. Do you close the door behind you, or do you leave it open?
I will close it as much without making a noise, so
Yeah.
kind of.
So you just slowly and just shut it behind you. And given the noise of combat that's happening, you are very confident in the fact that you have gone unnoticed. And you start spending your turn descending the stairs. There are sconces on the wall, but none of them are lit. Do you have dark vision?
I will tap my finger and cast light.
There you go. So yeah, you use your action, because you've used your bonus action to dash, and you tap your finger, and you create light, and you can just see the stairs go down as far as the light extends at the moment, given where you are. And is that you complete?
Yeah.
Ranger.
This is way too close. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna move away and then dash to like 70 feet back.
Are you disengaging or not?
No. I'm gonna call Fang with me.
They will both take attacks of opportunity, and you're using your action to call Fang.
So I can just call Fang to follow as my speech.
Yeah.
I don't need to action it.
Oh, another natural 20 and an 18.
Well, ooh.
Ooh. I mean, this might drop you. 15 points of slashing damage?
Just 15?
Yeah.
I'm still up.
Fucking hell. That one guard. It's this dude right here. Fucking Clifford, man. He's on it. But yeah, you back up and take 2 very vicious strikes, and you put your arms up to block them, and there is drips of blood just emanating off your arms as you back off, and Fang follows you. Currently, a lot of the populace around the courtyard is in a bit of a panic and is fleeing the scene, given the nature of what's going on. You've got 30 feet of movement left to use.
I gotta say, I can't go back any further. I gotta say, she just back up so she
Well,
can
you
sit.
can only go 30 feet because your action's been spent.
I used my action. I didn't use it to disengage, I used it to dash.
Yeah.
For free.
Oh, yeah, you dash. Yeah, so you've got 60 feet of movement.
I have 35, it's 70.
Oh, just
I have an
satire.
extra 10.
Oh, okay.
That's alright. Yeah, so yeah, I've just gone as far back as I physically can from these people.
Okay. Go for it.
Roll 20 just crashed. 1 second. Continue. All the things I can do is move.
Yeah, I've
so
extended the map a
continue
little
the
bit,
rest.
so I have moved you back the full 70.
Thank you, thank you.
Bargained. You see Terry has vanished. You see Ranger running in the distance. You see Kilnar being swarmed and very soon to be overwhelmed. You yourself are in that position and you hear more whistles and more sounds of things ahead coming. Ben? Fuck's sake. Is anyone there?
Yes.
There we go.
I am.
He's setting things up.
Yeah. Ben, are you back? No, Ben's dead. The internet, everybody. The home of fucking things up when you want it most.
Yay.
Just like this session.
I resent that comment. I haven't messed up anything.
I feel we've poked something we shouldn't have.
By now.
Yeah, this is an outright proof. Don't pick a fight with a fucking town. With 4
Yeah, but
people.
you should know us well enough that if you plan us first not to do it, you will.
I knew you guys were terrible characters. I knew your characters were terrible, but I didn't realise they were this terrible.
How
She was
dare
just
you?
causing chaos. She wanted to just mess with them. This has gone way further than she thought.
Yeah.
How dare you? Terry is delightful.
Is he?
Yes,
Should
they
I
are.
Karen?
Carinthia is an angel. She glows.
Yeah, a fallen
She
fucking
glows.
angel.
She glows. She glows with heavenly light.
Glows the
Can we
fuck-
hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, Ben.
Yeah.
Mate, the thing literally, like, I've restarted my phone twice. I can't get it through my earphones now. What's that about?
But have you been hearing us at least?
No, because I've been restarting my phone.
Okay, I will quickly recap what I said on your turn. You see that Terry has vanished entirely. You have no clue where she is. You see Ranger currently backing off with very large wounds and blood dripping down the stairs. You see pedestrians scattering and the sounds of whistles being blown more and more, coming in closer. You see yourself slowly being enveloped and surrounded as these guards are attempting to neutralise you, given the threat you pose. You also see the same happening to Kilnar, and you see large spectral shields buffeting him and floating around him as well.
I don't know what you want me to do with this, boy.
Well, it's your turn. You can see the commander is trying to get people to leave. You've got the guards surrounding you.
Yeah. Okay, give me 2 seconds to do a little bit of measuring.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to spend my action casting Sleet Storm.
Okay.
Kind of close off all of the entrance kind of area with its own kind of slidey icy magic.
Do you want to
And
just
I'd like
quickly
to ready
use
myself-
the draw thing and just mark where you're going to be doing it? Because it's a 40-foot radius central on a point of your choice that you can see within 150 feet. Actually, what I'm going to do...
Is that a 40-foot radius?
Well, I'll use bargained as a thing. So if I initiate a 40-foot radius with him... Oh, hang on. No. We'll do a different colour, because... We'll use your token as the... Like, your normal token as the thing. That's the radius.
Okay then, so if we can take that radius and swap it to, well, kind of where Kilnar is, just kind of he's on the right of the centre, trying to
Like
blow
that.
him back out the door a bit.
Oh, like that.
Can't I cast it at range?
It's anything up to 150 feet that a place you can see, you can centre it on.
Yes, but why can't I see it from outside?
What? I'm asking, where do you want it?
No, that's where I want it to kind of.
Okay, so you want it there.
Well, no, because I'm. That's made me really unsure as to whether I'm down here or up here as a tentacle boy.
You'd be in that radius as Octopod.
Which radius?
The Sleet Storm you've just cast.
That's what I'm bemused about.
Well, it's a 40-foot radius. 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point you can choose within range.
Yes, and I just gave you this.
So, yeah, that
And
green...
that's a 40-foot.
The green circle is... Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I've done... Hang on. No, that is right. That is right, because it goes 40 foot in every direction from the point it's centered on. So if you wanted it where it wouldn't be in, like, you guys' way, it'd be like in your way, it'd be like their way you'd want it. Then?
No, I'm failing to understand at the minute.
You've cast Sleet Storm. I've used your your human token, put the aura on it so we can see its radius, where it's affecting. And
I
it's
can't see that.
That's how I don't see a radius.
you don't. Oh shit! I know what I've done.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Can you see it now?
I've literally been sat here
Yeah.
Oh.
for 5 minutes thinking that I'm fucking up somewhere.
No. I've realised I forgot I set it. I didn't set it so you guys can see it. Yeah, can you see it now?
Yeah, I see it now.
Oh my god, I didn't know what was wrong because...
I wondered why they just bargained with it. I was like,
don't worry about it, it's fine. Sorry, carry on.
Dude, I was literally just like,
The worst thing was, I could see it, so I didn't know what the problem was. I just realised it's fine. We fixed it. It's done. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So that is your sleet storm radius. Bargand is the central point. We'll use Bargand's human form as the central point.
Yeah, fairly tight, but yeah, better there, yeah.
Okay.
Happy with that.
So, 20-foot cone of cloud starts to form, and then a lot of snow and ice and sleet all starts to fall down, heavily obstructing the ground, causing sheets of ice, and for people that move, there is saves to be made and such. You have heavily obstructed that large portion of ground for up to 1 minute, and then obviously for however long it lasts after that. That is your action.
I guess that kind of leads us down to these guys whether they want to hit me or not. I mean, I'm a giant fucking octopus, so...
From looking at them, they have all the intention in the world to continue striking, considering they've been instructed by their commander to neutralise you and the people that are causing terrorism in this town.
Me.
So, you have your movement, you have your bonus action.
Oh, who, me? What?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, what are the two knobbly guys looking like? Like this one and
The
this
ones
one?
with the coloured dots are the ones that have taken damage. The ones that don't have dots are fresh.
Which kind of sect are they from?
What do you mean?
Are they all from the same order?
This guy and all the guards on the left are wearing an overthrow of vestiges that match the colour and thematics of the church. The other guards that have come afterwards look to be standard city guards.
Okay, well, I guess, could I at least make 3 quick strokes in the dirt for anyone that could perceive it within my range, and then make an attack?
You want to do 3 what in the dirt?
Quick strokes into the dirt. Basically, want to just do a quick arrow.
Okay, I will point out that you're on cobblestone at the minute, because you're on the stairs of the temple. But you can do it, and there is a very faint layer of dust that, if it's perceived, it could be seen.
Let's hope you pass your perception check, because that's what I'll do.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a perception check, not a passive perception, because passive's when it's passive.
Oh, definitely.
But who are you striking? After you quickly, with the tendrils, draw an arrow into the ground.
Is there someone near to me that I haven't got restrained?
You don't have anyone
So
restrained
2
at
of
the
them,
minute.
yeah? Okay. No, I just need to land a hit on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, roll a d4 to see who I'm hitting.
One of the fresh people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's next to me.
We'll go with 1, because I was going to go 1 and round, so we'll the top dude. With a 23... no, an 18 to hit, sorry. That will hit.
Blah.
I have dropped my pen.
Rebel.
Fuck. I've lost my pen. Bear with me. Danny's got to make a dexterity check to get his pen back. And succeed. So yeah, 14 points of damage. Damn. Nice. So yeah, you with your tendril then grab out and ensnare the one guard who's like, oh, it's on me! Get it fucking off me! Is that your turn? Wait. Just realised something, hang on. I don't think you can cast spells while in wild shape form, can you? Yeah, no, you can't cast spells while in wild shape, so I've just realised that Sleet Storm you can't cast if that does change your turn. Ben. Hello. Ben has died. Again.
No.
But he's expended his attack action. I will come back to him if needed, but Kilnar, we go to you. You're slowly being encircled by the large number of guards. And can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? Beautiful. Ooh, that's a fail. As you begin your turn, the spectral shields once again buffet into you. You don't take all of it because you're in rage. Oh, no. No, you do take all of it because you're not a bear totem barbarian, you're zealot. You take 22 points of radiant damage as the shields buffet into you, and again, I'm attempting to knock you out of the temple, currently unsuccessfully.
Okay. So first, I'm going to take one of my healing potions.
Okay, that is a bonus action to use if you're drinking it yourself, because that's one of our house rules. And that is 2d4 plus 2. Okay, so you heal 5 hit points.
Just give me a sec.
Yeah, no worries. You still have your action and your movement left.
Yeah. Breath attack, would I hit the middle dude?
Who do you want to attack? You've got 3 of them within range that are in swinging distance. You can't hit the priest unless you move. If you do move, you will invoke attacks of opportunity.
Who can I hit then with my breath attack?
Any of the 3 that are directly in contact with you. You've got the one directly in front of you, which you've already hit once and dealt some damage to, and the 2 that are behind you that are completely untouched.
Is it a cone or a line, Tom, for your attack?
I can't remember.
It's a cone. It's a 15-foot cone for Dragonborn breath weapon.
Would he hit, if he was aiming, trying to hit the priest, would he hit, if he was going for the guy right in front of
oh
him,
yeah, no, I
thought
thought he was trying to do it with his great axe, but if he wants to use his action to do his breath weapon, yeah, that would work. Just let me pull it up, because I know it's a 15-foot cone, and because he's a red dragonborn, it's fire, but I forget the damage output of it. So just bear with 3d6. And what's the DC? DC is 8 plus your con modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So your proficiency bonus is going to be a +3, so that takes it to 11. What's your constitution modifier?
Give me a sec.
It's 0.
So it's a DC 11 dexterity check then. So that's the guard. Which if sorry, are you targeting the guy in front to hit the 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one was the guard, which comes to a 16, which is a pass. And we still take half damage, and the priest gets a +1. Which I didn't mean to do that. The priest fails, so can you roll me your 3d6 fire damage, in which the guard takes half, the priest takes full?
Yep.
Roll the damage. 5 points of fire damage, which the guard will take 3. The priest takes 5, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. He succeeds, so he remains concentrating on the spell he's currently casting. That is your action, your bonus action. Do you wish to move, or do you wish to stay?
Yes, I am moving.
Okay. That's going to invoke 4 attacks of opportunity from the 3 guards that were surrounding you and this lovely gentleman here.
Is that the guy who keeps critting me?
Yeah, that's fucking Clifford.
Clifford the critting god.
Yeah, Clifford the crit man guard. However, a 13, 15, natural 1, which I'll resolve in a second, and a 9 to hit.
13. Oh, what?
A 15.
How's that?
Do either of those hit?
No.
No, damn. Okay, and let's resolve the critical fail. Fine. It's a very embarrassingly bad miss. We go back to the guard's turn. The priest is going to shout to the 2 on the right to go after the satire girl. Go after her! Quick, before she escapes! And 5, 10, 15, 20... Oh. No. 20, 25, 30, and then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to follow up, and they're going to attempt to chase you down, Ranger.
I'd like to see them try.
They're gonna... These 3 are gonna try and box you in. Again, and the priest, what are you gonna do, my lovely, lovely boy? Oh. Oh. Oh, well, I say. I believe he's gonna guiding bolt you, Kilnar. He's gonna guiding bolt you.
Oh.
And he's going to... +7 to hit. And he's going to cast this at 3rd level. With a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Just let me pull up les hommages. Guiding Bolt is 4d6, but 1d6 for the extra 2, so 6d6 damage. You get dealt a total of 20 points of radiant damage, Kilnar, as just a
I am
beam.
there.
You're down. Okay. Hits you clean in the chest, and just like your eyes roll back as you just drop unconscious onto the floor. The other guards that you see, Bargand, that were going in for a strike, stop for a second and just kind of observe, and you see them then going to break out manacles and stuff and attempt to capture Kilnar, who is currently bleeding out. But you have your own contentions to deal with. As the captain turns and sees that you're currently grappling one of the guards, pulls out the hand crossbow and just levels it and goes, "You two!" as he points to the 2 in between. "Duck!" And shoots the hand crossbow at you. .13 to hit, which does hit for 5 points of piercing damage with the hand crossbow. Ben? Is he still not back? Fuck's sake. We will wait a moment so I can punch Ben when he comes back. Because that's what the 5 other guards are going to fucking do. Or better yet.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not looking good for you guys at fucking all. But it's all your own fault.
I was about to say no, but to be honest, it was.
Yeah, no, you guys have been chaotic before. This is a whole new level of chaotic.
Ben's
Can
back.
you hear me?
Oh,
Can
there
you
we
hear
go.
me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, thank motherfucking go.
So, the captain levelled a hand crossbow with you, instructed his 2 subordinates to move. As he shot you, hit with a 13 and dealt 5 points of piercing damage.
We did this, I believe.
And the 5 other guards are going in for strikes themselves. You did see Kilnar fall unconscious. Didn't mean to roll that twice. We'll take the first lot. So 18. There's 4 of them are going to hit because the 5's never going to hit. So 5d6 plus 10. 32 points of damage total. How's he looking? Because on top of the 24 you got dealt earlier, that's 56 total. Oh yeah, that's enough. That breaks out. As we'll do a D4 to see which square. Actually, no. I'll give you autonomy on what square you land in, so feel free to. Oh, there. So yeah, as the guards strike in, you feel the destabilization of your form as you just revert back into. You're still very tall and masculine, bargained figure. As the guards are like, quick, arrest him while we've got the chance. As it goes to Terry. Are you with us? You have, if you wish to carry on moving down into the basement, about 60 foot of movement left in you. If you use everything.
So if I tumble, I should have. Well, if I tumble and dash, that gives me 90.
Yep. Okay. So you get down to the bottom of the stairs using 40 foot of movement.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that you're in a open area that's filled with the shelves filled with tomes, and there is a large row of wines that are used during communion and things like that. You also see and smell there's a passageway leading down to the sewers and external services of the building directly ahead of you, about 20 foot.
And that's it with the fancy door.
Yep, there's a lot of tomes and paperwork on shelves, and you can see the wines that are used on the on the left.
So do the tomes look kind of like Bible-y?
If you want to spend your action to go investigate through them, it'll be an investigation check.
I've already used my action, so just do they...
They're nice, fancy tomes.
Okay. So, because I've got no action left.
So are you going to spend the rest of your turn waiting there to be able to look them over?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check as well, really quick.
Okay.
Okay. It's fine. Ranger.
Can I do a religion check to see if there's any way that I know something about these guys? Or way of getting out of this situation without being knocked unconscious?
It's not so much a religion check, more an insight check.
Flee!
Surrender? Maybe? But you don't know if it's too late at this point, given what's going on.
Yeah, but they want to hurt Fang. Yeah.
You can always run.
Also, never surrender.
Pardon?
Also, never surrender.
Never surrender.
Do we ever surrender?
Shall we surrender? Fine.
In my memory, how would Bernadette would have dealt with this sort of thing with the church back at Crossroads if they did do like legally sort of restrain them sort of thing on her?
You've got to remember, this is not the church. These are the guards of the city.
Oh.
You're dealing with the guards that are wearing fancy priest garb because they're told to, because that's where they are posted.
Yeah, but y'all starting out at bargain. We're here to reason for you.
So, how would Ranger know or not know how to deal with a guard that is angry because you tried to kill them?
How would I? I'd want to know exactly
I
how
gotta say,
many of
move
my
back.
teammates are in danger, including Kilnar, but not
I gotta say-
including Ranger.
I've got to say, move back 35 feet and shoot at it.
Okay.
I'm just running out of map at this point.
You are. You're also running out of space because you're coming towards the end of the courtyard and you can still hear shouting slowly coming towards the group as more and more guards are being mobilised.
Who needs a map?
If you keep backing up, you're eventually going to back into another squadron.
Could I back up and, like, with Fang's assistance, make it up onto a rooftop?
How would Fang assist you?
Same way he assisted me in that broken wall, because he can climb naturally. He just sort of, like, is there for some handholds or things like that when I need
but
them.
he's not that strong.
Eh.
You would have to climb off your own back.
Yeah, let's attempt that. And I'll use my. Can I use my? Yeah, magic. Yeah, my race's jump ability to try and shorten the gap I have to climb.
Okay. So you essentially take off running and go for one of the roofs that are nearby at the edge of the courtyard. You make a running jump using your racial ability. Make it an athletics check with advantage. The DC is going to be the same, but you'll have advantage given the fact that you have the ability to jump higher and further than the average Joe.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Raw jumping power is athletics. Acrobatics is fancy cartwheels and flips. Nice. Yeah, I will say that you're able to jump up onto a roof and you see the pursuing guards don't have any ranged equipment visible on them, the two that were chasing you. You feel safe at the moment.
Fang, follow! Just climb straight up to
Yeah,
me.
Fang skitters and follows.
Is there anywhere to like sort of cover myself on the roof, or are they quite like no chimneys, or is it just a plain roof?
It's tiles. It's a wooden building with clay tiles.
Okay. Well, I've got to say that's all I can do.
Yeah. Bargained. It's to you again.
Am I back to my normal form? Sorry.
Yeah, you are. You got dealt 56 damage total. 32 was from the last attack, which reverted you back.
Wonderful. Which gives me Thunderwave.
Okay. So that's going to be all 5 of those.
I think it's 15 feet.
Yeah, it says there 15-foot cube. So it's the 5
So
guards.
pretty much
there.
everyone that's around me.
All pass bar 1, which, for the sake of we'll go clockwise, we'll say the guy with the blue dot is the one that failed.
Woot. So everyone takes half damage, apart from him who takes full damage, and he's shunted 15
foot away, isn't it? 10 foot away.
I think it's 10 foot away. Yeah, 15-foot cube, 10 foot.
Yeah, so you just clap your hands together and just a large thunderous boom happens as then you are able to push everyone around you away. It's not giving you an infinite respite, but it has for a moment. Is that all? I think Ben's died again.
Oh.
Right, so in for our intermediary break, while Ben fixes his shit. Because I don't know if he's finished his turn or not, because I don't know if he wants to move.
So, how's everybody holding up in this fight?
Pretty bad by the look of it.
Oh yeah, I'm down to like a quarter of my health.
Well, considering as well, the first thing you all did was scatter. That was never going to end well.
I've got to say, I'm a ranged person. I need to be at range to be able to be useful.
Yeah, I know, but literally, look at how far you are between everyone is from each other, not just you.
I've got to say, technically I can shoot 600 feet. Unimpeded.
Yeah, but if you go to the extreme ranges, you get disadvantaged on your attacks.
I know, but I'm not that far, so I'm fine.
No.
I just know that if I'd ran in to try and save Kilnar, I would have just been knocked out.
It's a process.
Right then.
Oh,
so,
there we
what
go.
have I cast?
Yay.
What have I cast?
So, you clap your hands together, the guards got all pushed back, and you have a moment. You have your movement, you have your bonus action.
I shall bonus action wild shape.
Okay.
Did I take my movement before this? Sorry.
No, you didn't move at all.
It was the intent, but you were allowed to deny it.
What was that?
It wasn't my intent to kind of drop my shit in Thunder Wave. So then I've got this form, everything's gone, I haven't used movement.
You haven't used movement, you haven't used your bonus
So
action,
do
which
this
you're
now?
about to use wild shape.
Just leave me at the minute, I'm having a moment.
Okay. So do you want me to just leave your turn then?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay. Kilnar. It's the start of your turn. can you please make me a death saving throw? Okay, that is 1 death save success. So you can chalk that up and smoke it. The guards. They're gonna like come up to the building and they're gonna demand that you come down and you surrender now while you have the chance. They're gonna have their swords up and defensive, and they're kind of waiting to see what you do. Which we'll get to on your turn, Sam.
Pardon?
They are demanding that you get down off the roof and surrender while you have the chance.
Ask if Fang is going to be left unharmed.
That's all they say on their turn. They are just demanding your surrender. This one guard is going to move up and just kind of defend the 2 here that are in the process of manacling Kilnar and blocking him. The second one is going to conduct a medicine check to try and stabilise him, which is a fail. So no, he doesn't stabilise you, Kilnar, the one at your feet here. He tries to kind of clot the wounds with fabric, but you are still perpetually bleeding out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bargain, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please, as the spectral shields that emanate round the priest come within your range and then all turn to face you and buffet you. My friends, we are gathered here today to announce the death of, again, Ben's internet. It was a sad day on this fine Tuesday evening, but we rejoice in the moments we had for all of 10 minutes. So, I will leave that for a moment, because the next person in the list is Blake, you're Terry. We'll come back to that when Ben's back. Yes, we'll come back to the guards when he is back. Terry. You are stood in front of a bookcase full of fine tomes. You can see a passageway that leads to the sewer system further down at the opposite end of the room. Behind you is the shelf with the wines and alcohols that are used in the communion of this place.
Can I just quickly investigate to see what kind of titles the books have?
Yeah.
If any.
Well, having a look over and the fact that you have light aiding you, you don't really need to use a check for that. There are lots of different scripts of different people who have been and passed and have served under Hell's name. Helms, not Hells. And you see one referring to the Gottlicher Krieg, which is a historical event that regards Helm. You can see different tomes and scriptures that refer to the mantra and the way people who follow Helm should act and should be, and the things they should stand for.
I'll grab one of those, the weird named one.
The Gottlicher Krieg.
The Gottlicher Krieg, yeah.
Yes.
And just another random one, like just pick, just like.
You pick up a scroll that features a ancient hero known as Thomas.
So we got the Tommy Scroll, the Goat Liquor Creed, and how to be a religious dummy. Okay, I've added them to my list.
Okie dokie. So you quickly take a look. You spend a moment to quickly swipe some of the books, being fairly indiscriminate about it. You have them.
And then I will carry on to the sewers.
Okay. You carry on down into the sewers as a means to get out. Are you using your action to dash? Because to pick up the items, it was just a bonus action. Well, no, it was a free action, actually.
Okay, so can I tumble and dash on top of that?
Yeah, because it was a free action. Because you were fairly indiscriminate and not picking out specific books, you just grabbed. I will give it you as a free action that you were just able to swipe them.
I will carry on into them sewers.
Okay.
With my ET finger leading the way.
That's fine. Make another perception check for me.
Hang on. Cool.
Okay. Ben,
I'm
are
not
we
very
back?
perceptive.
Yeah, you're not. You're really not. I think failed attempts to summon Ben have proven too much. His internet has but a fragile soul. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in a moment. Hopefully, Benny's back by then, so if I leave you in the care of the audience... And the audience...
Who are we talking about?
Oh,
I'm here.
There we go, thank you. You've been gone
I've been
ages.
here for a while, Bab. We did have this conversation about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you'd disconnected again.
Why? Because I'm not cussing you out. What are you trying to say?
Well, I was asking for you to make a roll, and you wasn't saying anything and everything. We had to pause
What
that.
roll do you want? What roll? What roll?
I need a wisdom saving throw as the spiritual guardians of the priest start buffeting you.
Wisdom save?
Yes. That is a success, so you will take half the damage.
Be gone, demon child, be gone, be gone.
You take 9 points of radiant damage as the spectral shields that float round face, turn, and shunt towards you. They don't actually push you, although it looks like they're attempting to, but you do feel the impact and take the damage. The captain guard shouts to you, pointing his hand crossbow. Men, if he does anything funny... Yeah. He says this to the men first and then says something to you. Men, if he does anything funny, take him out. You, it is your last chance. Surrender or die. You have done enough damage this day. And you get to respond on your turn, which is coming up in a second. Ranger.
So they asked me to come down, and I said only if Fang is Fang going to be left unharmed if I do. Have they got a response?
No, they are demanding your surrender. That's all they are doing. They have a lack of care at the minute outside of dealing with you.
Can I see what's happening at this point?
Make a quick perception check across the field. Okay. Terry is still gone. You haven't seen Terry for about 20 seconds now. You can see that Kilnar is bleeding out on the floor. The one guard is in the process of manacling him, while the other is attempting to clot the wounds to at least prevent him from dying, for now. The one priest currently has focus on Kilnar, but keeping an eye on you. The captain and the guards surrounding Kilner are all in a defensive and reactionary position after demanding his surrender. You can see that they're all ready for if something funny happens, but otherwise are just holding their position.
I'll follow Bargain's lead, as I can see. If I see him surrender, I'll then come down off the roof. If not, I'll just try to keep out of their sight and out of their... Like, if they,
okay, so
they
you're
have any ranged
holding
weapons.
your action to surrender if Bargain does, or if not, still refute.
Yes.
Okay. Bargained. It's your turn.
Can we hear me?
Yep.
So I'm going to look upwards towards a ranger and just say, "Run, fool!" And then I'm going to transform myself into...
The second you go to do that, and this will happen just before you transform, the three that were holding their actions and the captain with the hand crossbow are going to fire. And then, because they were holding for if you did anything but surrender, go.
I haven't done anything but surrender, but...
Well, no, you are transforming.
Yeah.
So the three, melee, oh no, oh, and that's a natural fail for the one. Really bad miss, it's fine. And the hand crossbow, does an 18 hit Bargain? I believe it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if we're doing the previous or... Are we doing these reactions before I wild shaped or after?
No, these go before. Because they were holding actions from the previous turn. That
Yeah, but they were only triggered once a certain set of...
Yeah,
things
that
were-
if you did anything but surrender. And it was as you're in mid-incantation, they strike.
Perception check, see if they thought I might have been surrendering. Come on.
It was clearly not.
No, I know.
But yeah, you take 5 points of piercing damage from the hand crossbow. The other 3 miss. And then you transform yourself once again.
So is this against my actual shape?
Against
shape?
you, yeah, against Bargain.
Yeah, that's it. That's... How much total?
5.
Awesome.
So, you use your bonus action, transform once more into the giant octopi. Your turn. Action. Movement.
Hey.
Ben has died again. Fucking ace.
Hello, can we hear me now?
There we go, thank you. Yes. We got you, bud.
We're getting there.
So, what are you doing for the rest of your turn? You've used your bonus action.
Yep. I need to use my full movement, but someone's in the way. What we're going to do about that?
You can't move through enemy units. If it was friendly,
Can
you
I
could...
contest him for his space?
If you're doing a shove action, yeah, but that'd take away your attack.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just attack him.
Okay. Well,
Then
as
he's
you
grappled and
leave,
restrained, and then I can yeet.
yeah,
I can yeet him next turn.
these two up here will get an attack of opportunity as you leave their engagement. Oh, wait. No, they can't, because they held their action, which takes up the reaction. Ignore that, they can't. So, who are you hitting?
I believe whoever I picked up.
The one you picked
Should
up
be this
earlier is
person?
dead on the floor.
Well, then hit the next one then. Who else is next to them?
You've got the priest here, and the rest are all guards. So, who is it, my dear boy, that you're going to be striking upon this day?
Which stat block am I on? So, Octopus, yeah?
Well, yeah, that's the form
Yeah.
you took in it.
Yeah, so who's the green dude here?
That's the priest.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him up.
Mm-hmm.
With some tentacles.
That hits. Seven points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, dokely. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Which, let me double check what you are. +6. Natural 20. No, he maintains concentration on his spell. Is that you done?
No.
Ben, is that you done?
Have I got someone grappled?
Yeah, you've got the priest currently grappled.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's alright.
Yeah. Kilnar, they failed to stabilise you, so could I have one more death saving throw? You've already got one success. Can you add to it?
Uh-oh.
You've lost Tom. Great.
Would you like me to do his hit?
Please. Yeah, you are his brother after all. So if you kill his character, it's on you. That is a success. So he currently has 2 successes to his name out of the 3 needed for stabilisation. As we then go to the guard's turn. Right. Just trying to think how he would do this. He's going to have to. The priest is going to spend his action attempting to break free of the grapple. He's got to make a strength save of 16, which he fucking hell he does. And he's going to then spend his movement to go 5, 10, 15 and just step around the back away from you. I've just got to sneeze, one moment.
Did he leave my attack of opportunity range?
You have a reach of 10 foot, he hasn't left it.
I have a reach of 15 foot, and if he left it, then I get an
No,
AoE.
he didn't leave. He just went across to behind the guards here. He stayed within your attack range. He's just moving out the way, so there's guards between him and you.
Okie doke.
They're going to try to stabilise Bargand once more. What's their...
Kilnar.
Yeah, Kilnar, sorry. Not fucking Bargand. Okay, they've got a wisdom of 0, so...
They attempt to stabilise Bargain.
Yeah. No, I take the first roll, which is a natural 20. So yeah, Kilnar is stabilised and he's no longer bleeding out, but they have successfully shackled him. He's restrained and done. The 5 guards surrounding you, Bargand, are going to each take their strikes. 4 hit, because you have an AC of 11. With another 16 points of damage. And... these two are going to attempt to climb up towards you, Ranger.
Uh-oh.
See how they get on with it.
Fall, 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 fall.
Fuck off. They have a +1. No, they're not falling, but neither of them are having luck. They are still commanding you to get down, and you need to surrender. It's for your interests that you surrender. But that is the end of their turn. Terry.
Who are?
You're in the sewers and you're fleeing. The myriad of passageways are endless and you're not sure of which way to go is the best.
Not fleeing, investigating. I have delegated the combat to the others because I'm usually shit at it.
Okay. You can see deep scratch and claw marks embedded in the stone walls of these sewers that are raked and scattered across the roof and the walls of this tunnel.
What kind of size are they?
Probably done by something of a fair size. Pretty big. Pretty deep. And the fact that it's stone, heavy stone, the fact that something's clawed its way through it is pretty strong too.
Did you say they branched off, or was it like a straight tunnel?
It branches off, but you don't know which way leads to where. You can see that one of the passageways is where a lot of the claw marks are more prominent.
I will just go straight. Whichever one is straight.
Okay.
I aim for that one.
You follow the straight.
At my max distance.
Okay. Make a intelligence check.
That just a straight up intelligence.
Yeah. It's getting harder and harder the further you go to try and remember the exact pathway out, because despite you not taking any obvious turns, the passageway is winding and does follow natural curves that you can't avoid. And it is getting a little confusing and you're getting a little turned. Ranger.
If I cast a spell, would I still be able to do my attack action as a second one?
So long as the spell doesn't use your action to cast.
Okay, can I shoot one of my poison arrows at the... Yeah, the only magic guy that I can see. The priest.
Yeah.
Poison arrow!
That hits. Okay. And he takes 5 points plus another 10 from the poison.
He has to make a con save, I think, so he can take either full or half.
Yes, he does. He takes half, so...
Yeah.
But he still needs to make another con save for his concentration, which he fails.
Yes!
And the spiritual shields vanish.
How damaged does he look?
Not very. Not very at all.
I'll take another shot at him.
Mm-hmm.
With a poison arrow, my last poison arrow.
Okay. Okay. That's a miss. It just hits the foot of the stairs and you just hear as the arrow snaps.
At that point, I'd like to use my movement to sort of move to another rooftop.
Make another athletics check with advantage, given that these are detached buildings. Okay. Yeah, you're able to move over to another building, which I will just, for the sake, move you to here. Considering we don't have quite the full map space to do this.
I've got to say, just calling, yeah, again, just calling Fang to follow.
And with his spider climb, he's able to do so very easily. Are you done?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Bargained.
Hakira, how's Kelnar looking?
Stable.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Sam. No, Kilnar has been stabilised, but he is currently fully restrained and shackled.
Also
That's
unconscious.
Can I use my full movement? Given the fact that I'm big, but not necessarily like more space is big, give us a sloop-de-sloop and a sloop-de-sloop.
No, because you would finish your turn inside of someone's square, which you're not supposed to do, and you can't willingly move through an opponent's square because they would contest you. It has to be through a shove attack.
Not a problem. So 5.
Still can't do that because you've got the pink guy there.
Yeah, I'm gonna contest him.
Okay, so make a strength v strength, please.
Athletics, yes.
Yes.
Oh god. I'm not a mystical.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're able to push him back as you move forward and kind of take his space.
Ooh.
And I can see that. I'm imagining that I can see that Kilnar's kind of okay-ish.
You can see where the one guard at the bottom here has patched the wound to prevent him bleeding out, while the other one restrained him.
Yeah, but he's okay physically.
So he's okay what?
He's okay physically.
Yeah, he's not going to die, but he's fully shackled and unconscious.
I shall break and grab every restraint I possibly can without limbs. And try to communicate to leave here.
How do you communicate you want to leave? Bear in mind you can't speak and you can't cast any spells.
Yes?
Yeah? What? How are you going to do it then?
I literally said just...
Sorry, if you said how you were going to do it, we didn't. None of us heard you.
But now, do you know what? Everything that people are aggravated about, I'm going to kind of accentuate in octopi form.
Mm-hmm.
And try and bait them towards me as much as I can. I will explain my movement and my action just for a bit of a... giving that bit of a shakedown. Because I am a jellyfish at the end of the day.
Well, you have their full attention at the moment.
Well, exactly. And that full attention is about to amorphosize.
What? What are you've moved your token back to them?
Yeah, so we were about to have a conversation and amorphosize.
Oh, so you're going back, like, to your other form?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay then. So let's swap you back in. True, I didn't know what you meant by amorphosize. So, you revert back and your form just alters and your tall, lanky figure comes back once more. Do you say anything? Ben's gone again. Oh,
No.
Oh, there we go.
That's fine.
No, okay. Kilnar, you're currently unconscious but stable, so you don't need to roll death saves. And we then go to the guard's turn. The priest, after being hit by a poison dart, turns, puts his hand up and Colin traces your movements, Ranger, and shoots another guiding bolt towards you.
Oh.
And what's the plus? Spellcasting plus 7 to hit. It's going to cast this at... why not? 5th level. Now.
You miss.
You just see this very heavy bright beam and just skim your head, but you can feel the radiant heat coming off it. That would have hurt a lot. As he shouts over to you, "You need to surrender, girl. Now."
Can I respond?
Briefly, yes.
Only if me and Fang and my friends are going to be safe.
Okay. The guards at the foot of the building follow you and are again instructing you to surrender. Drop your weapons. Come down now. You respond, I assume, in very similar fashion. Or that response was to the both of them.
Yeah, it would be to both spoke.
Yeah. So, he's then going to go 5, 10, 15. He's going to guard the corpse here. The captain commands you, Bargain, to surrender. Do you follow? Ben? Benny's dead again. We will come back to him in a moment. Terry. Once again, Sewer Boy, where are you fleeing to?
Where is that?
You've still got the straight ahead. You've got the many turnings. You've got the many turnings in and around you that you've gone past, coming up to, currently at. You have no idea where you are.
So, are there any with kind of like ladders in the wall or anything
Not that you can see.
that leads upwards?
The claw marks are
So
still
what-
heavily laden, and in one of the turnings that you can see, they seem to go off in that direction.
Fuck it, just follow the claw marks.
Okay. Full movement?
Full movement.
Okay. You keep going down. You just hear as the splashes of water are just hitting as you're running down the sewer system. For now, that is your turn. Ben, are we back in the room or not? I will take that as a no. However, given I've just seen the time, how about we call that a pause for the night?
Yeah.
Sucks that it's mid-combat, but it will give me time to... I'm not going to bother making a full map like I do, but I'll draw it a little neater for now, but... yeah.
To be honest, I don't think it's going to last much longer.
No. Well, I'm assuming that if Bargand surrenders, you're going to. Because that's...
Well, yeah, like I said, coming down with Fang still behind me, yeah.
But, for the lovely, lovely people that are watching, all 6 of you, thank you for it. But, we will pause the stream there. Hopefully Ben's internet, he's having less of a bitch fit. And we can actually get some proper shit done. Without 10 minutes of interruptions. How does that sound to everybody?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Beautiful. Right.
Oh yeah, totally. It's the fact that my internet can't deal with stuff. I apologise for that, but if you want to lay the rest of the fucking blame at my foot, go for it.
We're blaming you. Don't worry about it, chick.
Don't worry about it, man. I shall remember this next time you try and kill me again.
Okay, that's fine. But either way, Ben, you of course, as I am signing off for the stream. The people that are watching this in the future, hello. How is the weather? And this will be uploaded to YouTube to premiere just before next week's stream. Same place, same time, Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. So, good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.